Right then guys, how's it going, and welcome back to another Newcastle United lineup prediction video ahead of the game against Brentford this Saturday. Now normally I would hold off until after the Eddie Howe pre-match press conference, but we've got Bruno over here teasing everyone on Twitter as to whether he will make his first start for Newcastle this weekend. And again, that is the big question. Will Bruno start? Let me know down in the comments whether you think he will. Am I reading too much into this tweet? Or do you think he will finally start his first game for Newcastle United? Let me know down in the comments your full lineups for this weekend as well. Newcastle have got a lot of injury issues. Unfortunately, it's not just Wilson, Trippier. It's also Saint-Max. It's potentially Fraser. It's potentially Manquillo. So there could well be some changes going into this weekend. But as always, we'll go through the full lineup. So let's get going. So Newcastle drew 1-1 at the weekend against West Ham, which was, for me, a great point. But it did see the end of our win streak. We are still, however, 6 games unbeaten in the Premier League. And if we are to draw or win against Brentford on Saturday, we'll make it 7 games unbeaten. And if I'm not mistaken, will be the first time we've done that in the Premier League for over 10 years. So it's a big game coming up. You've got Newcastle, who are on great form. As I say, unbeaten in 6, 3 wins in the last 4, playing Brentford, who haven't won a game, I think, since early January. I think they've picked up 1 point in the last 5 or 6 games. So they are going to know how important it is as well. But hopefully it's a good chance for us to grab 3 points, especially with Burnley going and winning 2 games in a row over the last few days. We can actually jump Brentford with the 3 points and pull them down into this relegation fight. In terms of the lineups, starting off nice and easy, Dubravka in goal. That's got no reason to change. And to be honest, a lot of the defence I'm hoping will not change. Matty Targett has to start at left back again. He's been immense. He's so solid. It's unbelievable. Not that I've got anything against, Paul Dummett or Richie or Lewis, but just to have someone who's just totally solid and reliable, it makes it easier for the centre-backs as well. I know Lascelles and Clark got a lot of stick, but when you're constantly having to cover for your full-backs, it's going to have you dragged all over the place. Dan Burn, having Matt Targett there, he can actually let him do his job, and he can just cover the middle. So having 2 full-backs in Trippier and Targett is such a massive thing. Centre-backs, Dan Burn and Shaw. Once again, we saw Lascelles, the captain, sit on the bench for the last game. And again, it's, for me, I think between the 3 of them, I think Fernandes is on his way back to fitness as well. But when Shaw and Burn are playing that way, you've got to keep playing them. Shaw, I think, has pretty much just renewed his own contract with the way he's played in the last few games. Dan Burn has been a revelation. So that's those 3 sorted. That was nice and easy. Right back. I already mentioned Trippier a second ago. Obviously, he's injured and will be for another month, if not, well, hopefully not longer, but another month. You've got Manquillo, who again missed the last game due to injury. I understand he has been taking part in training this week, and I am hopeful that he will be back and will start this weekend. Having said that, if he doesn't, it'll be Kraft again. If I'm being honest, I thought Kraft did okay. It was his fault for the free kick. It was a poor free kick to give away, and if he hadn't done that and would won 1-0, I would probably say he had a solid game. So he was all right. He's just not Trippier. He's just not. And to be honest, I don't think he's Manquillo either. I would much rather see Manquillo play this weekend. But again, that's going into the injury side of things. Will Manquillo be fit? Will he not be? Will Eddie Howe risk Manquillo if he's half back to fitness? There's a whole lot of questions there. For me, I'm going to put Manquillo in. I'm hopeful that he'll be back this weekend. Moving into midfield is where things get a little bit more tricky, because we've got 3 players there, Shelvey, Willock and Joe Linton. Willock was man of the match for me against West Ham. You've got Joe Linton running around like prime Vieira, tackling everyone. And then Shelvey, I think of the 3, probably wasn't as noticed, but still played a great game. you know? So to drop any 3 of them for Bruno, I think would be harsh. However, moving further up the pitch, Chris Wood's going to start. He's our only striker. But on either side, Murphy played because Saint-Max was injured. Saint-Max, we think, is going to be going in for a late fitness test. I'm praying that he plays because despite how good we were on the ball, how composed we were, you know, a lot of possession, a lot of passing, a lot of going forward, the threat in front of goal, there was just no cutting edge. And I think with Wilson injured as well, I think Saint-Max is a big part of that for us. We would really like to have him back in time for the Brentford game. And then over on the other side, Fraser, he ended up coming away with a knock after West Ham as well. So if everyone was fit, that's the team I would play. And that doesn't include Bruno. I would start the game without him. But I'm not doing this 5 minutes, 3 minutes at the end. It's going to be bloody 2 years by the time we'll get him on for a full game. Let's get him on at half-time. Let's get a goal or 2 up at half-time and get him on and get him a full 45 minutes. So that's what I would do. The issue, however, is I don't think all of these players will be fit in time for the weekend. I think at least 1 or hopefully not, but possibly even 2 players may not be able to feature this Saturday. And if that's the case, it gets a lot more difficult. I think in right back, if Manquillo can't play, it will be Crafty. It's not my ideal switch, but it's a one I think we all know will happen. It's going forward where the bigger questions get asked. If Saint-Max and Fraser are both unavailable, who is going to play in those positions? I think one of them will be Murphy. I think he did okay against West Ham, but it's just not Saint-Max. Having said that, against the Brentford side in poor form, maybe Murphy can have a little bit more luck against them. And then what we're seeing on the other side, Matt Ritchie. I mean, we don't have a lot more options, to be honest. I guess with Ritchie, you might cross the ball in more often, hopefully see Chris Wood get on the end of it. But then I'm starting to think, you know, Bruno's cryptic tweet, what does he know that I don't know? Which then got me thinking, are we potentially going to look at maybe moving Willock out to one side and then bringing Bruno in for his first start in the middle? I mean, the question is, what would you rather do? Move a player who's playing well to slightly out of position, or bring in a player who we haven't seen in 8 to 10 games, you know? So it's not an easy one to make a decision on. And there you go. So I've given you 2 lineup predictions today. I've given you one without any injuries, and then I've given you one with the injuries as well. And I'm hoping it is the one without the injuries that we see this weekend. I think there's the main man, Saint-Max, is the one that I'm really hoping features this weekend. Having said that, I think Fraser has been total quality in the last few games for us. But I just think, again, that cutting edge that we need to get the ball in the back of the net, Saint-Max creates so much for us. Having said that, you know, I think playing against a Brentford side who are being really, really poor form will hopefully lead to more chances than it did against, you know, a West Ham side challenging for Champions League football. So I'm hoping we will have a lot more clear-cut chances this weekend, and hopefully we've got someone in there to put the ball in the net. So let me know your thoughts down below on my predicted lineups. Let me know what your predicted lineup is down in the comments as well. Thank you for watching. Plenty more videos before the game this Saturday. I'll have my pre-match preview out tomorrow. I'll also be doing my pre-match chat on the Saturday and videos around the game as well. So keep watching, subscribe if you're new. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you later.